Okay. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming to class. We're going to start seated. Maybe have your blocks nearby in case you need them, and maybe a strap. I think we'll warm up shoulders just a little bit. Feel free to sit up on a blanket or blocks or whatever it is, and sit however it feels best for you, so you're not too uncomfortable. And then move the flesh out from the sit bones. Maybe take the shoulders up to the ears and then back and down. And then feel the weight of the elbows hanging at the side body. Like you had little anchors there, drawing the chest tall, drawing the shoulder blades down. And then maybe close your eyes. Start to settle into your yoga mat, into your practice. And maybe start to take a little bit of a deeper breath. And just explore where you're at this morning, how you're feeling, what's going on, and then just let all that settle down into the mat. Just a couple more breaths here. We're going to do a little bit of breath work in a minute. But first, we bring ourselves into the present moment. Good. And then open the eyes, everybody. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale them to your heart. Good. Take it up. And exhale. One more nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale. My light keeps shifting here. I can see it. Shake that out. I'm just going to turn on the light here, try to stabilize that a little bit. Good. And breathe. Take the arms to cactus pose. Now, please be mindful. We're going to be working with some twists today. Take your arms down for a second. You're going to wait. Hands up. We're going to be working with twists. And if you know for your particular spine that deeper twisting or a lot of twisting is not good, just keep it really, just keep it in that more narrow range. Trust your body. You know yourself way better than I do. Okay. So that's your caveat today. And then take the arms up and immediately engage the lower belly, right? And then slowly just twist to one side, let the gaze follow. Come back to the middle and twist to the other side. Good. Do that a few times, just feeling what's happening. Do not worry about or go to your end range of motion. Just starting to feel the twist right through the core, through the spine. And then it's up to you. If you want to start to add a little bit of speed, please don't go like crazy fast and add the breath. So it's more of a like a pushing out of the breath. So it'd be good. Keep it going. Come back to the center and pause. Take the arms up. Exhale to your heart. Roll those shoulders back. Come back to cactus pose. And this time we're going to do soft punches to the opposite side. So as if we could go past that knee. Again, working with twists, just a little bit different. Here we go. So push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. And roll that out. Good. Take the arms up. Exhale to your heart. I want you to push it out, turn the palms and pull it back. Good. Push it out. Inhale. Exhale, push. Inhale and push. This is 3, 2, and let that go. Good. Roll your shoulders there. Super important to be staying with some deeper breath work, especially this time of the year. We want to keep those lungs as healthy as possible. Inhale the arms up. Let's take one hand down, other one over. Stretch through the side body. Press down through that same side hip. And again, just feel what's happening to the spine, right? Taking that spine into a little bit different position, stretching the side body. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, the other side. Whew. Breathe, everybody. Keep the shoulders open. Find your breath. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Go ahead and grab your strap. Maybe shift out through your legs, just warming up the upper body, and then we're going to work with some leg stuff. So taking that strap wide, just bring it up and overhead. Don't have to go that far, right? Again, pay attention to what your shoulders are feeling like. Maybe you just bring it up overhead and then back down the front. Breathe. Good. One more just like that. Good. Take it straight up overhead. Bend the elbows. Take it back behind the shoulders. And up. This time, take it forward. Good. Reach it up. Take it behind, up and forward and back and forward. Last one right here. Squeeze, open everything up and forward. Let that go. For most of you, you're not going to need a strap for a while, but maybe you have a block near you just so you can grab it. If you can, no hands, lean back, one leg out, one leg in. We know, right? Those of us with knee issues, maybe you take it way out here and you support it, or you take it either block underneath or not, something that is comfortable for you. But just be mindful if the legs are straight, because we're going to do forward folding here. And sometimes with both legs straight, you want to keep it on the soft side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Don't go very far. Take the hands to the floor. Roll the shoulders back. And maybe wiggle in the sit bones a little bit and get a sense of what's happening, particularly to the inner line of the extended leg. If you have any knee pain, let's do something to fix that. Maybe a washcloth behind the knee or something underneath the knee to help keep it supported. And then just breathe here for a second. Just kind of notice, maybe wiggle a little bit. For me, always on this side, I have to be really mindful. I can get a little burning sensation in this knee when I do this. So I'm always thoughtful of not staying in that space. Breathe. Good. Press into your hands. Come up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, face the leg, the extended leg, come forward again. Let the hands come down. Little bit different this time, more so the back of the leg and the hamstring than the inner thigh portion of that leg. Ooh, breathe. How's your hamstrings this morning, right? Good. Come most of the way up, everybody. If I'm mirroring here and that's your right leg, it's your left hand. So opposite hand is going to either come to the foot, the outside of the foot, the shin, wherever it is for you, and just stretch. So opposite side leg and arm. Big deep breath. And release. Come on up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale your hands to your heart. If you can, a nice tight little kind of crisscross of the legs. If you can't, don't worry about that. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Some of you can come nice and low on this one. The legs are there to support you. Others, please don't overdo. Good. Breathe, stretching out the armpits, the spine, the torso. And come on up. Hands come to your heart. Release. Switch sides. One leg extends, one leg comes in. Breathe. That foot is flexed, the leg's active. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. And again, please don't overdo the forward folding, especially if all you feel is like a little rounded, a little rounded C or a little rounded banana in the spine. Try to keep your length and just breathe. And maybe wiggle in the sit bones. You can feel some of that attachment in the hamstring. And just breathe. Sometimes, if we are patient, we can feel the stretch release a little bit. Good. Inhale, sit all the way up. Take the arms up, face the leg, and then come on down again. And breathe. A little bit different stretch here. You'll notice it's a different stretch if your leg is super wide versus if your leg is not as wide. Good. Come up most of the way. Take the opposite side hand to the foot. Roll that shoulder down. Find the twist, little baby twist here. Good. Release. Come on up. Lean back. Both legs wide. Flex both feet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, gentle forward fold here. Lengthen through your spine. Don't overdo. Big deep breath. If you feel tense or like you're holding tight on the muscles, you are probably a little bit too deep. Maybe you back off just a little. Press up, come on up. We're almost done with this. Lean back, bring one leg in, go back to that first side if you can. And then take that wide leg and bring it in just a little bit, but not quite Janu, right? Somewhere in between. Bend the knee. I want you to reach for the opposite hand. Take your same side hand to the floor and extend up. Now, some of you aren't going to reach the foot. You're going to grab the shin or the ankle instead, wherever you are, but then press up nice and tall with your chest and hold. Some of you are going to keep that hand down on the floor. Everybody else is going to take that arm up. And breathe. So again, right, where are we? We're in a twist. We're stretching that leg. We're finding this big elongation of the spine. And release that leg and take it down. If you can, no hands, switch. Breathe. So I tend to go wide, but I'm going to take that leg back in about halfway. Bend it, reach with the opposite side. Now that same side hand helps to support you as you take that leg up, draw the shoulder down, and then only if you want, release the arm as well. So we've got a twist going, we've got a hamstring stretch going, we've got a little balance pose going. A lot of stuff happening right now. Deep breath. Release the leg and take it down. Release both legs and shake that out. All right, good. Let's go ahead and get moving a little bit more. Blocks are to the front of your mat. Maybe you take the blanket underneath your knees just to help support your knees. And then come into table pose. Plant the hands, draw the belly in, take your right leg out, and hold. So, right, normally we'll do balancing table here. Instead, I want you to take the right knee toward the left elbow. So, again, we're doing just a little twist action here as we work with a little bit of core. So, the right knee heading toward the left elbow. We've got one more here. And then take the same right knee to the right elbow, straight in and straight out. That's 3 and 4 and 5. This time, same right knee, go way outside that elbow and back in. That's 1. So you're doing a big circle with that knee. 3 and 4. Last one and 5 and release. Maybe slip back into a little child's pose. Stretch it out. Good. Come on, back up, everybody. Left leg. Level out the hips. Lift that leg. Engage the glutes. Breathe. So left knee toward right elbow. And squeeze, right? Exhale as that knee comes in. 4 and 5. This time to the same side elbow. 2, 3, and 4. One more here. And then take it way outside and back. Good. Bring it way out to the side. And 3. Whew. And 4. And 5. Good. And release that. Maybe press back just for a second. And come on up from here. Right leg comes forward. Grab your blocks. Take those blocks underneath your hands. You can even take the blocks up nice and high. Give those hands and wrists a little bit of a break. Stretch through the back leg, back glute. Breathe, soften, soften. Some of you can slide that knee back just a little bit. Don't hurt your knee. And then slowly straighten the front leg. Flex the foot, bring the toes toward the knee, watch the knee itself, stretching out that hamstring, and then bend it back. Flip your toes under, lift that knee, squeeze the back glute, everybody. You can keep the knee down, that's okay too. Breathe. Keep your left hand where it is, take the right arm up. Again, into a twist. Where are we moving, right? Take those ribs with you. Find your breath. Exhale. That hand comes back down to your blocks. Lower the knee and release. You're going to switch sides. So your left foot is forward, the right foot, right knee is back. We're just stretching it out. It's a Sunday morning. So breathe, everybody. Just feel that. And then some of you are going to be able to slide the knee back just a little bit more, gives you some space. Straightening the front leg, flexing the front foot, stretching out the hamstrings. Think about where those sit bones are, right? Moving the sit bones away from the heel of the foot, just finding that stretch. And then bend the knee, breathe, flip your toes under, take that knee off the floor. That is optional. Right hand stays down, left arm goes up. Breathe, find your twist. Breathe. And release. Good. Maybe keep those blocks and you're just going to push off and step forward. Bend the knees, everyone. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to your heart. So nice and slow here. Take the arms up. Exhale down to your blocks. Maybe take those blocks down one level. Bend the knees. Step back, right leg. Hold right here. Your right hand stays where it is. The left hand's going to go to the right side ribs, right in front of you. And you're going to draw those ribs to the left and then take the left arm up. Again, just a nice, easy lunge twist. No big deal. Breathe. Exhale, hands come down. Either you're going to step forward and get ready for the second side, or you're going to plant and come to downward facing dog. You decide, a little bit of flow here or not. Bend the knees, stretch out the back of the legs. Come to plank. Find your breath. Knees up or knees down, chaturanga. Release to a small cobra or sphinx, and then downward facing dog. Good. Everybody step forward, right leg, or if you have already switched sides, your hands come back to your blocks. Nice long lunge. The right hand goes across the left side ribs, and you pull the ribs to the right, coming back into a nice little twist here. Deep breath. Release your hands to your blocks. Push off, step forward. Bend both of your knees and come on up, everybody. Exhale your hands to your heart and shake it out. If you have a blanket on your mat, you could probably move that out of the way. Good. Shake, shake, shake. Come into a nice, just a nice mountain pose. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Hands stay at the heart. So first find that good chair, nice long tailbone, all that stuff you know. Breathe, press the arms back, and then stand all the way up. Exhale, press back, and take it up. Exhale, push, and up. Last one here, press, and all the way up. Hands come to your heart. If you can, bring the feet, knees together. Breathe. If that throws you off balance too much, keep your feet wider. Take the arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Think about this twist again. We're going to twist right elbow to left knee and hold. Low belly is toned. If that is too deep, you come to your hand with one hand at your sacrum, one hand at the knee. Breathe. Some of you could sit a little bit further back. Come back to center. Squeeze those legs together. Take the arms up. Exhale, come on down. Left elbow to right knee. Coming into a twist on the other side. Find your breath. Big deep breath. Come to center and take it up. One more, both, by the way. If you've had enough twists for a little while, you can just stay low, hold your chair pose. Otherwise, right elbow to left knee. And this time, if you want to open up the arms, go ahead, pressing knee into elbow. Take those hands back together, come to center. Woo, stand up, feeling those legs. Exhale, last one here. Taking the elbow to the knee, looking to that side, opening up the arms if you'd like. Take the hands back together. Come on back to center. Stand all the way up. And exhale. Good job, everybody. Shake that out. Good. We're getting there. Take those blocks up nice and high. Left foot stays forward, right foot steps back about 2/3 of the way, pyramid pose, right? All of these are going to make sense in a minute. That if it's the left leg that is straight and forward, that left hip presses back. Like you could already start to feel the little crease at the hip. The tailbone is long, the back leg is anchored, the back glute is active. Inhale, reach up. Be very mindful here. Maybe the hands come to your hips and you come part way down. And then take the hands to the blocks if that makes sense for you. So here we are, hamstring again. The hips are pretty level in pyramid. The spine is super long, super long. Just find your breath here. Now, some of you are going to stay here. Some of you are just going to walk your blocks forward a little bit, just so the arms stretch more. The torso stretches a little bit more, and you get really long in your pose. Pressing the feet into the floor, keeping that back arch of your foot lifted. Find your breath, everybody. If you can, stay a little bit longer. Deep breath. Good. I want you to put a soft bend in your knee. If your blocks are forward, walk them back. Push off, step forward, bend both of your knees. Come on up. So far, so good, right? So far, so easy. Woo-hoo. All right, mountain pose, second side. Take it up. Exhale, hands to blocks. Soften the knees, step back, left leg, roughly 2/3 of the way. Your back foot is pointing just slightly out to the side. And then what's going on with that right hip? We draw it back. We draw that hip back. Our front knee lines up with our front foot. We press through the feet. Try to lift that inner arch of your back foot. In other words, don't let the inner ankle sink down toward the middle. Hold here, low belly. 1, you're here. 2, you're going to walk the blocks forward and get longer still. Breathe. And just feel that work happening, right? Hamstrings, big time, especially for me on the right. Keeping the sit bone lifted away from the heel. Bend the front knee, walk those blocks back a little bit if they're well forward, and step forward. Bend the knees, inhale all the way up. Exhale, breathe. Pause here. Let's get our equilibrium back. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Take the arms up. Exhale, take it down. Good. This time you're taking the right leg back a lot longer, but still going to drop that heel in. So this is variation of pyramid, right? We've gone longer. If it doesn't work for you, stay shorter. The left hip pulls back and gets deeper, deeper, deeper as our bodies start to get used to the idea that the hamstrings are stretching. Back of the knee is soft. Maybe you lower your blocks by 1. And breathe. Maybe the elbows bend, but the torso stays long. Find your breath. Bend your front knee, everybody. 1, you're here. Just straighten the back heel. You're in a lunge with your hands on your blocks. 2, you're going to walk those blocks forward. Push off and lift the back leg. Find your pose, everyone, right? Lots going on here. Press into the standing leg. Keep the hips level. The low belly tones. Bend that elongated leg and step right back down. Blocks walk back. The knees bend and we take it up. Exhale to the heart. Whew. Pause. Let's let all that blood flow come back down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right, second side. Let's take it up. Exhale down to our blocks. You're going to step that left leg back nice and long. Heel still drops in a little bit. Front leg is mostly straight. It goes without saying that you can take those blocks up higher, right? I've got mine on the medium height. You can take them up higher if that makes sense. The shoulders draw back, the torso gets long. Only if you want, you can walk those blocks forward just a little bit. And breathe. Maybe look at the back arch and lift that ankle away from the floor. And just notice. Bend the front knee. One, you're here, you're just straightening out that back heel and you're in a lunge, or two, you're going to walk the blocks forward a little bit. Purposefully step into that standing leg and lift the other leg. Find your breath. Bend the standing knee enough to let the other leg come down softly. And inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Whew. Good. Shake all that out. We're just going to take a break from all that. Shake out the legs, shake out the arms. Maybe you take your feet just slightly wider and give me some twists. Right? Twist, twist, twist. All right. That's better. Good. Shake that out. All right. So we're going to put all of that little stuff together before we move on to where the next pose is headed. So again, you choose. You don't have to do the flowy part, right? Stepping back to down dog and all of that. Want you to trust yourself. Even just holding a lunge or a pyramid pose helps us to build endurance. So mountain pose, everybody. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come down to your blocks. Soften here, bend the back knee or bend the knees and step back right leg. Lower your right knee to the floor. Unleash your toes and straighten the front leg. Maybe take the toes with you. Long arms, long torso, long leg. I know this is tough on my knee, people. I'm so sorry. Bend the front knee. Flip your toes under, lift your back knee. Take the left hand to the right side ribs and roll those ribs to the left. Take the arm up, left arm up. Go easy. Breathe. Lower that hand back down to your block. Shorten just a little bit. Drop the back heel as you straighten the front leg. So this is the long version of pyramid pose. The spine gets super long here. Pause. Bend the front knee, hop about a third of the way in, come into pyramid. You can walk your blocks forward to get a longer torso, chest toward leg. Bend the front knee, walk the blocks even more. Lift that back leg nice and slow. Don't just fling it up. Lift it on purpose. Option here. Left hand leaves your block and presses back. Release your hand. Bend, soften the left leg. Step down with your right. Bend both hands come to your knees. Lift that head and neck. And then come the rest of the way. Whoo, good job, everybody. Squeeze those glutes. Fire it up. Second side. Here we go. Exhale down to your blocks. Soften the knees. When you're ready, you're going to step back. Left leg. Option to lower that knee to the floor. Undo your toes. Whew. Straighten the front leg and flex your foot. Breathe. Bend the knee. Lift your back knee. Now you're in a lunge. Your left hand stays where it is. The right hand grabs the left ribs, rolls them over to the right, and we take that arm up. Find your breath. Release that hand down to your blocks, just a soft hop up so that you can drop the back heel and come into a long pyramid here. Watch the weight on those blocks, right? Try to keep it a little soft. Use the core, lengthening out through this long pyramid. Soften the front knee so that you can hop up just a little bit more. Make sure the feet are hips width apart. Walk your blocks forward, lengthen that spine. Still feeling the right hip draw back, maybe the left hip rolls forward slightly. Bend the front knee, walk those blocks. You can stay low or purposefully stamp that right foot to lift the left. Bend that knee, soften and lower. Bend both hands, come to your knees. Just take your elbows to your knees and hold for a second. And lift the head slightly. A lot of times when our head's down for a long time, it can get a little dizzying. And then hands to knee and come on up. Oh, good. Roll those shoulders, shake out the legs, and breathe. All right, back to the front of our mats with our blocks up nice and high. Your left foot's going to stay forward. The right foot's going to step back again, that little 2/3 of the way. Make sure the feet are wide enough that you feel stable in your pose and the hips are centered. So what does all this have in common with reverse triangle, right? A lot, right? Everything we've done with the twists and with the stretching of the hips and the hamstrings. So we're going to play with reverse triangle, and I always find it a bit on the tricky side. So start here where we would be in pyramid and come on down to your blocks. I find the blocks being really high to be just a little unstable, so I'll lower them down one, but you can keep them high. And breathe. So your left foot is forward. I want you to take your right hand block to the inside of your big toe, but then forward one. So we've been playing with this all along with the block a little bit forward so that we can lengthen our spine. So it's roughly in line with the outside of your big toe on the left, but it's also forward a half of a block's width or so. All right, so right hand stays on your block. The left hand just comes to the hip. And we start to think about the right side ribs floating over to the left. Front leg is straight. One, you're here, you're good, or that hand is to the sacrum. Or two, you're going to take that left arm up to the ceiling. So variation here, reverse triangle. Breathe. Lower that hand to the floor or to your blocks. Now you have one hand on one block, one hand on the other block. The option here is to do that pose one more time where your right hand stays where it is and you take it up, or that right hand's going to float over to the left block. Now you have both hands on that left block on the outside of your pinky toe. So here we are. We've got a twist, we've got a hamstring, we got all kinds of stuff going on. The option is to go ahead and leave the right hand where it is. Take the left arm to your hip, squeeze the inner thigh, and take the left arm up. So more challenging. I find this way more challenging from a balance standpoint. Breathe. Lower that hand. Woo. Take that hand back to the right side block Bend both of your knees and step forward. And then when you're ready, come up to standing. Exhale. Whew. Good. Shake that out. So reverse triangle, little tricky. Always has been for me, especially when you take the hand to the outside, because then you're really um, forcing the body, the core to find balance when you're out of balance. All right, let's take it up, second side. Exhale, hands come down to your block, soft step back, right, left foot, other foot, and breathe. Some of you can go a little longer. Some of you are going to go shorter. Some of you are going to keep those blocks up nice and high. Right now, both hands are on the blocks. You're going to take the left hand block in towards center and forward just a little bit. And notice how that gives you some space to start to rotate toward the right. And maybe your hand stays on your hip and you're just looking at over to the right and you feel really solid and balanced here. Otherwise, maybe we take that arm up toward the ceiling and breathe. Release that hand down, listen up. One, you're just going to do that same one again, or two, you're going to walk the right hand block forward just a little. Take your left hand to the right block and pause here. How does that feel in your body? When you're here, or the left hand stays down, the right hand comes back to your hip. Whew. And we take that arm up. Breathe. And release. Whew. Bend that knee, step forward. Whew. Bend both knees, come on up. Grab one of your blocks, everybody. Let's just do a little leg reset. Oh, squeeze that block. Deep breath in. Whew. Deep breath out. Oh, that feels better. Breathe. Shake out the hands, shake out the wrists. So we have a couple of balance poses, and one of them is going to require a wall as an option. I know I didn't say this ahead of time. So I will leave it up to you if you want to use the wall. And I'm still debating if I really want to use the wall. All right, release your block, everybody. There's so many ways to do this, and it, of course, I just decided to use the wall. So if you have a wall, stand to the side of the wall. I'm going to see if this is going to work. I'm making it up as I go right now because I was going to do it a little different and I just changed my mind. All right, so you're at the side of the wall. You've got whichever hip is that hip to the wall. I want you to take that leg up the wall. So right now it's at 90 degrees, okay? Take the outside hand to that knee and then take the arm that's closest to the wall behind you to come into a twist. So standing leg solid, strong, right? Your option here is to see if you can grab the foot or the big toe, opposite hand, and do a standing twist at the wall, hand to big toe. Bend the knee if you're straight. And by the way, you can always grab ankle and let go. Ooh. And then face the wall. And breathe. All right, turn around. Same thing, other side. By the way, you can keep the knee bent. That in itself is such good work. I can't tell you, right, how good that is. You can have hand to knee, other arm behind. You've got that same action happening. Breathe, or you straighten the leg. And you see if you can grab a foot or a toe, taking the other arm behind you. Stand nice and tall. So that wall is just like a little, right? A little support there, emotional support wall. Breathe, bend the knee, and release. Good. If you have that wall still, just come on down the wall, have a little seat. That probably feels good. Bring those shoulders to the wall, stretch it out. I'm just realizing that my sweetheart upstairs, like, what wall's he using? There's not really a wall nearby unless he closes the door. Ah, good. And come on up. So, one more choice here. I'm sorry to surprise everybody with the wall, but one, you're going to come back to what you just did, okay? Which is you're going to come back to the first side here or here, or if you really want to play, you're going to face the wall. And I realize how hard this will be for you all to see. Take your left leg up to the wall and then straighten the leg. Opposite hand comes to the wall or to your shin, and you come into a standing twist, just a little bit harder than the one we just did. Breathe. Smile. If you have no wall, don't worry. Bend that knee, release, and shake it out. By the way, this is all a substitute, for this one, right? Which is much harder to do without a wall to play with. So if you can, either you're going to switch sides, wall, leg, right? Or you're going to face the wall, push into the wall, and then straighten the leg. Reach for the wall or the ankle with your opposite hand and take the other one back. And breathe. And release. Ooh. And if you still have a wall with me, come on back to the wall, take the feet out, bend the knees. If you don't have a wall this whole time, I'm sorry. Just do a really soft forward fold with the knees bent. Okay. So either you're here and just rock side to side on the sacrum. And then if you feel okay, you're just going to come on down. Nice forward fold, but really deep knee bend. One of the few ways you can really round the spine, and it's nice and safe and supported. All right, one hand to each knee. Come on up. Whew. And release fully. All right, come on back to your mat. Well done, everyone. Sorry for that little surprise. Surprise. All right, come on back to your front of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down to your blocks. Step back, right leg. Take your blocks out of the way. Step back, left leg, downward facing dog, everyone. Now, firm up your upper body, your shoulders, the latissimus dorsi, those side back, upper back muscles. Get everything nice and firm. Take the feet slightly wider on your mat. One, you're here. This is such a great strength builder all on its own. Or two, right hand to left knee or left shin or left thigh. Make sure your left shoulder and arm handle this without pain. Switching sides, right hand down, left hand goes to right shin. Hand down, plank pose, everyone. Hold. You can come down to elbows. if you'd like. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower your knees and come into any pose that feels good. Whew. All right, just shake it out, everybody. I said that was going to be a really easy class. I'm not sure it ended up being. All right, so come on down to your bellies if you are not already. And leave the upper body nice and low. Just let it relax. And pause here. And then give me a really solid pelvic tuck. So as if you could slide the pubic bone up toward the belly button, hollow out that belly a little bit, and feel the glutes engage. Really get it nice and long. If you can, stay there and then come to elbows. So Sphinx pose, the belly continues to hollow out, the pubic bone continues to slide up toward the belly button a little bit. Little back bend here. We haven't been doing our fair share of back bends in class, so we don't want to forget that vital part of the body. And you know, right? So if it's too much, it's too much. So you just walk those elbows forward and lower, or you lift the hips up on a blanket to help support the back bend. Good, everybody breathe. Want you to lower down and walk your arms over to the left, and then if it's okay, come back up on elbows. Keeping the right hip heavy. And lower, back through the middle, walk it over to the right, come back to elbows. You don't have to come up to elbows. Deep breath. Come on back to the middle and lower down. I know that was a lot. Good. So maybe a nice solid tuck of the pelvis again. Good. Take your feet wide on your mat. And if you can, lift both legs. Keep the upper body low. Breathe. 1, you're here. 2, you're going to lift the upper body. Take the arms to cactus as if you were, I don't know, leapfrogging somehow. Breathe. You're about to do a belly flop in a swimming pool, is what this feels like. Breathe. Lift up through the back, lift up through the upper back. Find your breath. And lower down, everyone. Whew. Good. Roll over to one side. Bend the knees. And pause here. Little sideline child's pose. Good. Have your strap where you can reach it before we come on to our backs, and then come on to your back. Have your knees bent, your feet on the floor. So always when we do back bends, we want to let the spine settle before we go back into flexion. So pause. And then grab your strap, take the strap around your right foot and take the right foot up to the ceiling. It probably feels like you've stretched those hamstrings plenty enough, but breathe. No, never. So your right foot is up. I want you to hold the strap with your left hand, right? So again, we're just doing this cross body work today. And take the right. Now you can straighten the left leg, by the way, if your hammies allow that. Take the right leg out to the right, still hanging on to it with the left arm. And breathe. So we're stretching back of shoulder at the same time. We're stretching the hamstring, maybe a little bit of the inner thigh. It's not going to be as deep an inner thigh stretch. And then take the leg up and just bring it part way across. Find your breath. Take the leg up, bend the opposite knee, come into figure four. You can release your strap. Arms can be out at cactus. Stretching out the hip we just worked. And then again, optional, straighten the left leg up toward the ceiling. So you're still in figure four, but that one leg is straight. Breathe. Bend the knee. Release that foot to the floor. Release the other leg. And let's go to second side. Left knee comes in. The strap goes around the left foot. Take that leg up. Feel free to straighten the right leg as an option. And then hold the strap with the opposite hand. So left leg, right hand. And take it out wide. And breathe. Just notice. I like this stretch in the shoulder, surprisingly, and the kind of controlled stretch of the inner leg as well. And then take the leg up and bring that leg just across, maybe a third of the way. And take it to center. Breathe. Bend that knee. Come to figure four. Releasing your strap. Maybe the arms go to cactus. The low ribs, the chest soften to the floor. And then maybe the right leg straightens. Release, both legs down. Straighten both legs just for a moment here. Breathe. Good. Last one. Bend both knees. You can use your strap here or bring your left knee to chest and reach either for your ankle or your big toe. Take the leg straight up and optionally straighten the right leg. Hand to big toe pose. Let the left arm shoulder be heavy. It's not touching the floor, I'm sure, but just let it be heavy to the ground so you're not overreaching. Breathe, everybody. Bend that leg. Let the foot come to the floor. Bring the right knee to chest. Grab your ankle, shin, big toe. Take that up to the ceiling. If that's enough, you stay there. Otherwise, a little bit deeper stretch is going to come from straightening the left leg. Your left arm could be out at cactus. Find your breath. Bend the knee, release both knees to chest. All right, grab your blocks if they're nearby. I see one, I see two. Optional here to lift your hips and take the legs up into the air, or scoot up to that wall you found today and take legs up the wall. They all work. They're all just lovely, calming, nervous system calming poses. Breathe, everyone. Shoulders down, palms face up. Sacrum is nice and heavy, either on your block or on the floor. Eyes are closed. Feel the chest rise and fall with your breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Bend the knees, everybody, if you are legs up. If your legs up the wall, just stay there. That's the best shavasana of all. But if you're hovering, go ahead and take the knees toward chest and then one foot down at a time. Lift the hips, move the block out of the way. Come on down with the hips. Maybe those blocks go underneath your thighs. And the legs straighten. And we find Shavasana. Let your legs be nice and heavy. Your eyes are closed. The back of your neck is long. Sometimes we just can take one day at a time, or 1 hour at a time, or one moment at a time. Allow yourself to soften even more. For those of you ready, start to move your body. Maybe stretch the arms overhead and lengthen. And then ever so slowly bend the knees. Draw your knees to your chest. Maybe rock side to side. And then allow the knees to roll to one side or the other. And as you're ready, press on up. All right, inhale, take the arms up. Exhale to your heart. Bow to your own inner wisdom and strength. Namaste, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks so much, everybody.
Hi.